So it is morning, it is peak heather season, and I have morning mist, morning fog. This here, that's the face that's excited. But I'm in a location where I first and foremost had a vision for some drone photos, and then I'll see what I can get from the ground too. But right now, the sun is coming up in a moment, and then it's time just to take some photos. So this here is exactly what I hope to get. Low hanging fog, mist, and then we have all these pine trees with a lot of separation in between them coming up from that low hanging fog. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Not epic, just gorgeous. And I'm capturing everything here with my drone. Oh my god, like, oh. So compositionally, there's not a whole lot to it other than I try to spread out all these trees in a way that looks aesthetically optimal. I'm also taking 3 photos. As you can hear, I'm just like in burst mode, taking 3 photos. I don't think I need to, but it's always nice, like maybe if one is blurry due to the gimbal on the drone, then I can always like choose one that is less blurry, hopefully. That's the theory at least. And then I'm just trying to find different angles, different heights, because the trees are standing in this beautiful area where there's a lot of like dynamics in the landscape, a lot of small hills and ridges. So they're really like popping out of the fog here in a way that you usually cannot get in locations here in Denmark. You need to get up high, and since we don't have any hills, it's a little bit hard. And that is, of course, where the drone comes into the picture and takes the picture. I absolutely love this photo, and I especially love how you can see the blooming heather underneath the trees and the fog. Well, I am in lack of words. I also got this one here, which is basically a still from the panorama. I also like this crop because it's a little bit more like, you know, focused. And if you want to learn more about how I compose my photos, be sure to get my 2 ebooks. They are easy to read, have loads of examples. These ebooks can also work in the field just to give you some inspiration and remind you of what to look for, such as edge patrol, do you have a focal point, visual flow, and so on and so on. There are links to both of them down in the description of the video. Oh my god, I just hope this will be in focus. It's like... oh, everything I wondered, like, you get that feeling of goosebumps when you just, like, look at this here. Look at this here. You can hardly even see it. Like the sun is coming up, throwing its beams in. I have this beautiful landscape with fog that separates into the depth, and I have like trees standing around and hills, and I have sunbeams, and I kind of almost forget that I'm also here to try to photograph all the heather. I just have perfect conditions and I can't do everything at once, but I want to do everything at once. Oh my God. So how about that? Wow, those drone photos just... So it is heather season, and I actually came here to photograph heather, so I guess I gotta get started because the sun is coming up and the fog is dissipating and I'm yapping. So right now I'm photographing the scene with all these beautiful, beautiful pine trees. And as you can see here, I have heather down here in front, and then I have all these cobwebs and a little bit of background mist. So I have a scene that I've clumsily composed like this. I think, I'm not sure, like I'm shooting at around 70mm. It's one of those I'm so much in doubt about. Like I just got like the most insane photos from the air. Now I'm down at the ground like I'm not entirely sure. So you can see the photo here, but I think I'll just move on. So as I mentioned earlier, the photo I got from the drone, or the photos I got from the drone, is something I've wanted for a very, very long time. And I thought I could actually get it last week. So I drove all the way from Copenhagen to here, 3 hours. I slept at my parents', which is an hour from here. So I had to get up at like 4:15 in the morning. And then I went down here and there was not as much as a fart of fog in the air. So I just drove all the way back home to Copenhagen. So luckily it wasn't a waste, because I used that time to actually scout the area, and it wasn't entirely peak heather season either yet. It is now. So I've of course found a lot of different compositions that I'm trying to photograph now, and one of those compositions is right here. So I put the wide angle on for once here in Denmark, and then I'm photographing heather here in the foreground, and then I have this collection of pine trees here in the background, and also a little bit of sky, but I think it's fine. So this one here I have to focus stack. I'm photographing at f11 ISO 100, gives me right now a shutter speed of 1/50th of a second as the sun is coming up. However, shooting at f11 and focus stacking is simply just so I have a little bit of overlap between the photos, so I have overlap in the depth of the photo. It makes it easier for the programs to stitch the photos, especially here in the foreground. But I quite like this shot here, and let's see how it turns out. So it's one of the things I have been thinking about a little bit lately, because coming home from the Arctic and from Iceland, like, you know, I've been there so many times in Iceland, and I haven't got all the photos I obviously want, so I have to go back again and again and again and again. And it's the same here in Denmark, like the most beautiful conditions this morning, absolutely gorgeous. But I was so disappointed last week when I finally, after years, thought I had made it down here, and then I didn't get any fog, and it was just like, meh. But that, I'm not sure it's a skill, if it's a feature, human feature, but perseverance, it's definitely something that you need to have as a landscape photographer. You just have to go again and again and again and again until you actually get what you want, get your vision. And obviously on the way you capture a lot of different photos that you didn't foresee. But obviously coming here, and I think I've said that a few times on this channel, that I go because I have a photo or at least a concept in mind that I want to capture from a specific location. And then hopefully I will capture a lot of other photos on the way that I also get to enjoy. But perseverance, that's definitely a skill that we landscape photographers need to have. So here is another little beautiful intimate photo. A little bit of heather in the foreground, and then I have these trees here, and here the heather, and here the camera. Let's see if I can just come down to a better, here you can see. So there we go. So as you can see, I don't really have any background to this tree here, which is generally something I'm not super happy about. There's a few trees coming out of the fog right there, but I do think that this tree here in the background helps creating that sense of depth in the photo, and then obviously along with the heather here in the foreground. I think that works quite well. I'm not bothered trying to get the heather in focus here. I will take a shot of the heather so it is in focus, but I'm not sure I'm going to focus like this one. I'm just so happy, and I'm just so at peace with walking around here. Like, if you've never smelled a morning with strong humidity, a lot of humidity, moisture in the air, in peak heather season, in an area with like, I think it's called sour ground. That's what we call it in Denmark at least. Like it's very dry, that's where heather grows, and we have the pine trees and we have the grass. And then as you can see here, I'm walking basically on a sand trail. But the smells here are just gorgeous, beautiful. And you just take in nature, you're all here by yourself. Just going around, capturing moments in time. And you can hear some birds fight somewhere in the background. Ah, beautiful. And of course, a massive thanks to you guys. I love my job. I love that I can do this. And I hope a video like this is super inspiring, so yourself can get out. It's because you use the sponsorships I have on my channel, you buy my products, that I can have this as a job. So there's a link down in the description if you want to save some money on enrolling in my big Photoshop for landscape photographers post-processing course. You can get $45 off. It is in this course where I share all my editing tips and tricks. It's super easy to get started, whether you use Camera Raw or Adobe Lightroom. And from what I know, as long as you can translate the tutorials to other programs basically cover the same thing. You should be able to also benefit from my course down there. So yes, if you feel you want to brush off some editing skills or learn something new, be sure to enroll in my course. There is a link and the coupon code down in the description of this video. See you next time.